Welcome back to the Date Night Podcast. My name is T-Flo. We're happy to have you back here on this Wednesday evening at First Draft. And we have our queen with us, Miss Madelyn. How are you, Madelyn?
I'm good. Do I look at this one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
I'm
you
good.
do.
Yeah.
Or you can look at me too. I know it's a little confusing.
No, I like it. I'm excited. I
Yeah.
get to go on a lot of dates tonight.
You
and
do.
I love dates, so
You-
it's going to be very fun.
You do. Okay, so walk through us. How was it last week? Like, are you bummed you didn't win? Were you more nervous or?
I was so nervous that when we got home, I was like, I need to see what my reaction was. Like, was I like pouting or something? But you guys cut me out, so thank goodness. So that was what I was most nervous about. I thought that like Spencer was great, Brooke was great. What was the other girl? She was also great.
Rachel? I don't know.
Yeah. Madison was great.
Okay.
All of them were great. So I was like totally understood why Spencer picked Brooke, and I think that they're a really good fit. So I'm excited.
Yeah.
And now I get to go on 3 dates.
Yes.
So in total, I get 4 dates. So
Yes,
I'm really excited.
That's very true.
Yes.
And just so for anybody that didn't listen or watch last week, I thought you were mad. You didn't get picked.
I know. She came up to me at the end and was like, "Are you okay?" And because you said that, I was like, "Was I like pouty or something?"
No, I just, because it was like a lot of clapping and then people moving up to the front and I just saw you walk away. I was like, oh, did she like storm out? And then all good. It was all good in the hood.
All
but
good. No.
And
it was
now
all
you're
good.
back here. You did a great job. So.
Yes, thank you.
And it's
It was
a
awesome.
little bit less pressure on this side.
I know. I was
Yeah.
like, I'm very excited for this. Like, I feel like I'm a judge. I'm just like gonna get to talk to the boys and see who performs the best.
Yes.
Whereas last week it was like I was a contestant
Yes.
and I had to like prove myself.
Yes.
So.
And I just remembered how animated you are. So
I know.
get ready for a lot of like,
I can't decide
hand
if I should
moves.
tone it down or just
No.
be myself.
no, be yourself. It's great. It's honestly makes it more entertaining for like all fronts. So.
Okay, I like it.
Okay, so what are you like looking for? Like, what do you want to get out of this evening?
I think that this is like the most fun random experience. So just to do it is so fun to me. I like that it's like a mini batch, you know?
It is a mini batch.
Yeah, so that's just like a fun experience. I feel like just to have fun and just like meet some fun new people and go on a couple dates and
Yeah.
a fun new experience.
See what happens. Okay, perfect. Well, okay, so then it's going to go, obviously, since you've done it before, but you get a little 10 to 15 minute speed date with 3 gentlemen. The order is going to go Will, Logan, and Nathan.
Okay.
And it's
good.
not Nate, it's Nathan. We've clarified a
Oh,
few times.
just like I'm not Maddie, I'm Madelyn.
Yes, and I was actually
I
going
feel
to,
that.
we'll talk about that when we go
Yeah,
on
it's
a
okay.
couple dates, what I'll be on with you. But, and nothing against, sorry, Nathan said you can call me Nate or Nathan, but he goes Nathan. And I was like, okay,
Okay.
it's Nathan.
So he's like mature.
Yeah,
Okay.
and actually,
Alright,
yeah,
noted.
you'll have a couple things in common with him.
Oh, okay.
And you don't know what, you have
No,
been in the same
I was-
room with them.
Strictly like, do not tell me who they are.
Yes.
I don't want to know. I love surprises.
Yes,
Okay.
and they have been in this room with you for a while now, so
Oh,
you have no
gosh.
idea.
I should have toned it down earlier.
Okay, so we are going to bring up Will first.
All right.
Okay.
Drum roll, please. I would tell my class.
All right, we'll be right back.
It's beautiful. It's wonderful.
Thanks.
Listen.
It's hard to take myself serious with a pickup line, but
Yeah, when I had to go like be your thing, I was like, I cannot do a pickup line. I'm just gonna ask a question because I am not funny.
and what was the question you asked? Because I missed your episode.
No, that's fair. I asked what was on their bucket list nationally and internationally.
Was
Do you
it
want to
them-
answer? Do you have an answer?
Do I want to answer that question? Yeah, I have not been to the Salt Flats. That would be fun.
That's my one of my favorite places I've ever been.
Wow.
It's beautiful. It's like
can
in
imagine.
the when it's wet, it's gorgeous. It looks like a lake, and when it's dry, it's like salty and looks like a desert. And there's all these cracks. It's gorgeous.
Something tells me you probably took some photos there.
Yes.
I imagine.
Oh,
Yes,
yes. We probably should bring that up. You two have something in common.
Ooh.
We do. Yeah, I am a full-time photographer, and I saw via their post that you also
Got it. Yes,
Photograph.
I do. What do you photograph?
weddings are virtually all of my business.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Good for you. I thought when I got into photo that I would really be into weddings, but they are like a whole different level of energy.
And that
Like,
you don't
wow.
have?
No,
You don't
I
like?
mean, I have it, but I like my weekends too much. I like to drink
Yeah.
a bit too much for
Fair enough. There's not a lot of Wednesday weddings.
Yeah, right?
Maybe this year though. All
yeah,
those reschedules.
I have heard that. So what's your, how did you get into that?
Oh, did you want to hear the international one?
Yes, yeah.
Because I would love to go to Buenos Aires. And I would love to go to Argentina. That'd be fun. Yeah.
Why there? Why do you think of that?
I think that the mountains in that landscape probably look like something I've never seen.
Okay.
But I wouldn't know.
Yeah, that's super cool. It sounds beautiful. I don't know that much about that area. So,
I got into photography a little over 6 years ago. Did not start in weddings.
Yeah.
Started shooting professionally in journalism, and then got the opportunity to shoot a wedding. And it might sound cliche, but the first look that I photographed was all that I needed to decide like weddings was what I wanted to shoot.
Yeah, that's super cool. I love it. Wow. Well, I want to look at your work. That's super cool.
Yeah, it's out there.
Yeah,
it's
that's
out
cool.
there.
I love it. And you think you'll do that for a while?
Yes, as long as people continue to book me, and I'm very blessed and privileged to have a full season, considering everything that's been going on. So
definitely. That's great.
Would love to keep doing it.
And you do photo or video?
I do photo.
Okay.
Yeah, I think videography is pretty tough. That's a whole other flavor of work.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you like to shoot a certain or specific?
Yeah. So senior photos,
I
like
do,
when
senior
they're in high
photos.
schools. I actually specialize in that. It's very random, but I like sit down, grab coffee with them, and I just like love the individuality of it. It's just like a very cool time of life when they're like deciding, what they want to do with their life, who they are, and they're like becoming their own. So I love it a lot.
So how many people actually hate their senior photos though?
None of mine.
Because I hated mine.
I didn't get senior photos, so
Sorry.
Why did you hate them?
I just thought they captured it all wrong.
because you didn't take them.
Yeah, you didn't take them. You didn't take them.
Tifo, you should have had me.
I know, I
Tifo.
should have. Okay,
You can run it back. Get your senior
I
photos done
probably
again.
look like I'm old enough to probably.
You know how to
retake
find her. So.
Senior,
I do.
senior in college photo.
Actually, I'm like graduated from
You're out,
college
you're out.
now too. But okay, when was the last date you guys went on? You can't. Okay, not the date.
Well,
night.
I think
this
we know her
doesn't
answer.
count. This doesn't count.
Oh goodness.
I don't know if it's a bad thing that I don't know.
That's not a bad thing. You're busy.
Yeah.
Thankfully, yeah. God willing. Maybe last summer. I think.
Yeah. I feel like mine was probably Valentine's Day.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I was too busy celebrating my birthday.
Yeah.
Your
Is your birthday Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
Oh.
Rip. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
What did you do? This says a lot about him.
I always do a dramatic photo shoot for my birthday because
What?
I'm single. So
Okay.
I'm not gonna party. I'm not
do
gonna
your
third
thing.
wheel, and I'm not gonna
Fair.
hang out with like Galentine's group.
Oh,
So
you should. It's the best.
I have a lot of fun with just directing and doing it.
What'd you do this year? What was the inspiration?
This year I sat in my apartment and had like a whole date set up on. I think my apartment's a total vibe. So
Ooh.
yeah.
Ooh, what kind of vibe? This is
Yeah.
important.
Let's
I have
describe the vibe.
lots of I have like over 35 plants, and I would say it's like pseudo boho meets contemporary, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know if that's an apt description, but
Is it in Minneapolis? This is what I'm picturing.
It
but I have
is.
no idea. Okay.
it is. Yeah, it's
Is
in.
that creepy? Sorry.
No, I don't think so.
No. Minneapolis
It's
is
a,
big.
It's a
Yeah.
big city.
Yeah, big city. I'll find you though. I'm just kidding.
Fair enough. Well, I'll probably be cooking, so it might be a good time. Yeah, I just laid out this like date, like pizza, wine, chocolates. It
For
went-
yourself?
Well, for the photos.
Oh, okay.
It was
We gotta understand.
like I said, it was very dramatic. It was
Okay.
over the top,
Okay.
and just had pretended like someone stood me up. So the photos, yeah. So
That's pretty creative.
there's like confetti in the photos and stuff.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
We might
okay.
have to
I
like
see
post
that.
these pictures on our Instagram because I'm very curious.
reference.
Yes,
Fair,
I'm very curious.
fair enough. It was a lot more tame than the year before, I sat in a tub of 2 pounds of rose petals.
Oh.
Yeah. So, like I said,
Wow.
they're dramatic. You know,
Yeah.
it's for the shock.
I feel the drama. I like the drama. Okay.
Fair
Putting it in my
enough.
pocket.
Okay. Is this the senior swing right now of photos? Is this the season for
It
that?
starts in June. So
Got
right now I'm doing like grad sessions, and then June through October is like go.
Is it the same? Like if you're, I mean, like, is the attitude the same from the person you're shooting, from the seniors in high school, the seniors in university?
Well, the grads are like, hell yeah, let's party, and we bring champagne and pop it, and it gets a little crazy and fun. So it's like a bit different of a vibe to me.
Madelyn, meet
He's
Logan.
got some amp. Hello.
Logan, meet
Nice to meet
Madelyn.
you. Yeah, I brought a crew. Andrew told me to bring people, so
Yes,
had to do it.
You have the whole like left side of the restaurant, just so, or the tap room, I should say,
yeah.
for everyone that's virtually watching this. But okay, mics are hot. Go ahead, Logan.
All right, so it's Madelyn, right?
Yes, it is.
Madelyn, I would take you to the movies after this, but they said no outside snacks allowed.
Oh!
Because I'm a snack. Okay.
Right.
I like it.
Maybe a whole meal.
Oh.
We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out through
Oh,
this thing.
this
We're gonna
is
find out through this.
good.
We'll see.
So listen, I'm thinking you've done the small talk with probably a couple people now. I'm thinking we skip right through that because I'm gonna be honest, I did my homework.
Oh, uh-oh.
Did my homework, so I already know a couple things we can touch base on. I know we both like hiking. I know you ski. I snowboard though.
Okay, that's okay.
So we
as
can-
long as you can get down the hill by
Right.
yourself.
Absolutely.
No,
So
no.
we'll race sometime. We
Okay.
can race.
All right.
So I was gonna ask you for road trips. I see you're a big road tripper.
Oh,
right.
this question. Yeah.
So number one, what's your favorite road trip? We'll start with that.
I have the greatest road trip that anyone has ever gone on. When we graduated high school, my best friend and I went on a road trip to Yosemite, and we stopped at like a bunch of national parks and the Salt Flats, which I mentioned earlier, Napa, like just all of the coolest spots, Grand Tetons. It was like so fun. It was just me and her.
Wow. Did
It
you get
was
sick
a
of each
blast.
other?
Never. No. I didn't know you could not get sick of somebody
Oh,
until that
I
trip.
would.
But she's like a different person. What about you? What's your favorite road trip? Or what's your dream road trip?
My favorite road trip. I took one. I moved out to Seattle.
Fun.
Yeah.
How old are you?
25.
Okay.
So I just moved back here about 4 or 5 months ago now.
Welcome home.
And thank you. I appreciate it. Good to be home. A lot of love, as you saw. So, no.
Wait, I'm sorry. Where are you? Do you have an accent?
No, I'm from
Oh.
Minnesota.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
You kind of have
Okay.
a little bit of an accent. I'm not gonna lie, like Southern a little bit.
Honestly, you're not the first person to say that.
Is it a beer that's got you? Like,
It could
is
be.
that the
It could
accent
be.
coming
It could
out?
be. Honestly, maybe like 2.5 beers. So it may be that. We'll see.
I'm
Check me at the end of the night. We'll
Yes,
see where I'm.
I'm
Okay,
glad you
okay.
asked that.
Maybe it's just a
'cause-
vibe.
Yeah.
Are
Okay,
you from
I'm
Minnesota?
sorry. I'm from Minnesota. Yes, I
Okay.
just everything's an accent to me. Okay, keep
Okay.
going.
No. So my road trip out to Seattle the first time, I got to stop in Montana, and then we stopped at Coeur d'Alene, Idaho.
Is this summer or winter? Because that makes a big difference.
I moved out there in July,
Okay.
or September, so fall.
Okay.
So it does
Ooh,
make make a big
beautiful.
difference, especially when you drive through a place like Montana. There's like snow that you got to worry about, and so going at that time was perfect. So we got to see everything we wanted to see.
What did you see? What did you want to see?
So I'm just landscape, mountains mostly. That's what drew me out to Seattle, was the fact that you have mountains on the east and then the ocean to the west. Vancouver just north, Portland just south is a great area. The Pacific Northwest, if you're a big hiker, which it seems like you are, I
Yeah.
definitely recommend you got to get out the
Yeah.
Pacific Northwest.
That's super fun.
Have you been?
No, I haven't. That's next
Okay.
on my bucket list. My best friend went with her boyfriend without
Okay.
me.
Oh,
Selfish.
bummer.
So rude.
That's
Okay.
so rude. That's incredible.
When was your first kiss?
Ooh.
7th grade.
Okay. Please describe the ambiance, both of you.
Mine was, I think it was like a classic 7th grade. I was in a movie theater.
Okay. Oh, that's
Yeah.
actually pretty good.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
I think I probably pulled like the slow arm reach around at
Oh,
one
yeah.
point.
Is that a shooting
Is
star?
that- what's that over there?
Yeah, I
don't
got
even
that
know.
one.
Yeah.
Shout out
7th
Ty
grade.
Gazarowski.
Oh, is that what it was?
Oh,
Big
we
shout
got
out.
names thrown
Yeah.
out here.
That's fun.
Okay.
Mine's nothing special. I don't remember the movie or nothing. What about you?
Oh goodness. I do know. I feel like I was kissing like little pecks all through elementary school. But one interesting story is that one time my sixth grade boyfriend decided to kiss me for the first time out at the buses in front of everyone.
That
and He
Ugh.
missed and kissed my chin. So
Too nervous.
So we don't. So we count it or no?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
yeah,
say.
that's fair.
I
mean, it was enough embarrassment to be significant, so I'll count it because I can't think of another one. But
Okay.
it was terrible.
So, have you gotten better since your first kiss?
I like to think that was his fault,
Okay.
right?
I hope I'm better. I don't. You might have to ask Katie, but I don't remember
That
how it was, but couldn't
that-
have been good.
I'm sure a little bit better.
Okay.
I would think so.
These are all questions from a previous king, Patrick. Can he?
Oh, is he
had-
like sending them in?
No, he just
Had
like
'em ready to go?
read 'em- ready to
Can
go.
I like? Can you like hold that for 1 second?
Yes.
Just because.
Okay, you want to talk about traveling?
No.
Oh.
No. In relation to what you just said, did you say he tried to kiss you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because from what I noticed, you seem like the go-getter for your. You ask other guys out.
I do.
You're the one who pursues. You're the confident girl.
Oh,
who
that's
goes out.
interesting that you know that. You really did do your homework.
I came prepared, so
Okay. I have a thing where I like to just ask people on dates. I think it's like so fun, and no guy's ever expected. And I'm just like walk up and then like, you want to go grab a drink? And
absolutely super
Yeah.
fun. We need more like that because
Mhm.
usually it's us putting in the work. What I was going to ask you about that was, has that confident approach ever like turned anybody off or like scared anybody?
Ooh.
that is a good question. Yeah, I think it has, and every time I'm just like, wrong guy for me. You know, I think that when things don't work, it's for a reason. So it definitely doesn't work sometimes. And it's like, all right, if you can't handle it, then you can't handle it. You don't want me anyway.
So, how do you ask them on a date?
I know, I'm trying to think.
Like, do you verbally
Oh.
say?
The last time I did it, we were at the bar and we brought over tequila shots. Said, hope you like tequila. Then we just chatted with them for a bit. And then at the end, I just slipped in my number on a piece of paper. Then we went on a date.
Was this the Valentine's Day? date?
No.
Okay. When was this date?
That was like after.
So was that? Oh, did you not go on a
Yeah.
date?
No, we went on a date, but just one. It wasn't quite a match.
Okay, but
It
that
was
was
fun.
So that was your last date, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was my
Okay,
last date.
so that's a
True.
question we asked. When was your last date?
My last date, I don't know. It was within the month. I went to like a brewery with this girl and then some mutual friends that we had.
Okay.
And it was just like a 1 or 2 date thing. Nothing similar deal. I'm pretty forward as well as far as like asking people if they want to go get something. And that turns into a lot of dates, to be honest. But
I agree.
It turns into a lot of like
A lot of
first and
dates.
second dates,
Yes,
though. Because
yes.
after 1 or 2, I'm like, all right, maybe not. At least that's
Yeah.
the stretch that I'm on right now.
Yes, that's me too. My dad, my last boyfriend, he was like, "You're going on more than 4 dates? Like, what's going on?" Yeah.
Like on
I'm
here,
like,
he was asking
no,
about this.
I just like the last person that I actually dated for a long time.
Yep.
It was like, whoa, Madeline's going on more than 4 dates
Yes,
with somebody, you know,
I
because
see.
I like
You're
I'm
like-
I'm a 3-date girl.
Oh, 3 dates,
If
and
I don't
that's
like
the
you,
cutoff.
I know after 3 dates.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't you
Mhm.
tell after the first one or the second one? I would think is probably the more tell-all one.
Yeah, that's fair.
For sure. The first
First date is like pretty much a scratch. You don't really know
Yes.
much. You're
No.
like both
Anything.
nervous.
Yes.
Yeah.
or like not willing to talk about real stuff that
Yeah.
you're like, oh, is this person serviceable? Are they nice enough to get a second date?
Oh.
And then you get a little bit deeper, you can go from there.
Yeah,
Okay.
like first date, they just check the basic boxes.
So
Right.
what are those basic boxes for you guys? Like in a first date, like if for them to go on like what happens to happen on the first date in order for you to go on a second date? I'm sorry, I'm
No,
like
that's a good
staring
question.
right at myself in this thing. It's so weird. Okay,
Looking
sorry.
good, T-Flow.
I don't like it.
You want to take that one?
I think just first to second date. Basic kindness. I have to tell that there's like a level of depth that you can handle. Physical attraction. Hate to say it, but it's true.
It's a big part of it.
You
Yeah.
have to.
Oh my goodness, this is hard. What else? I'm trying to think of when I go home and I tell my roommates what they're like. What are we like?
Because
checking
girls
off
talk
the
about
boxes?
that, right? Like when
Oh,
you
yeah.
come home, girls are like, you
Oh,
tell
yes.
everything about that guy.
Oh
You're
my
like,
gosh.
he
Every
said
single
this,
thing.
he was like this.
My roommate
Uh,
knows everything about every guy I've
have
ever
to.
dated.
Sorry, I know this isn't about me, but when I will go on first dates, I'm like drinking before because I'm so nervous.
Oh yes, shots in the car.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And then you're like,
Absolutely.
it loosens you up, and then
Yeah.
I'm like, get more out of the other person.
Yes.
I love it.
But then
love
the
it.
problem is when they don't have the tequila in them, and then
Ugh.
you're trying to compare. It's not
Yes.
good. Okay, what are yours? Sorry, mine weren't very good, but I'll add more.
No, definitely. I mean, it starts. I think always it starts with physical attraction. It's like that gauges your interest or initiates that interest. Like, I might want to ask that person out. Like, let's see where it goes from there, because that's like a basic one. Once I get on that date, it's, can we have an interesting conversation?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Can we keep a conversation going? Because we've all had those lulls where it kind of dies down, which is natural. Like, you can't expect to talk
Yeah.
for the entire time.
Yeah.
But when we do engage in conversation, is it stimulating? Is it engaging? So it's just got to be that for me.
Yeah.
Can we find some mutual interests? If not, like, maybe it's time to part ways.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes you'll go on a date and you're like, even just their interest, you're like, I do not even know how to entertain this interest.
Yes.
You know, like
Exactly.
you have no.
Okay, so what about like what's a deal breaker?
Mm.
If they bring up something on the first date and you're like, no way, second.
A deal breaker, man. I thought about this too, because I know you asked this on like everyone.
I do.
I know that I'm supposed to get up on this table and dance. Pretty much is basically
that would
what
really kill it.
I
Yeah.
actually
Just cut
forgot
it
about
there.
that.
Yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
So for me, a deal breaker is, I mean, if you're like first date or just in general. Like,
Whatever
once you know
want to
someone.
answer.
I mean, first date, if you're closed off, if you're too reserved, not like, I'm not trying to get into like, what's your family history?
Yeah.
What's like, what are your deepest, darkest
Take out your
secrets?
family
You know what I
tree.
mean?
Yeah.
Right. So I'm not trying to get
Yeah.
that deep, but I do want to get to a level of more than the surface level basic stuff. Even on that first date, I want to dive a little bit into your hobbies, your interests. And if you can't like articulate a little deeper sense of that, I'm probably not interested after that.
Yeah.
But then once I get to know someone, it comes down to communication for me. For me, I have to have just like an upfront, like, just
Yeah.
tell me
Yeah.
what it is.
No passive aggressiveness.
Can't have
Yes.
it.
We don't have time.
Passive aggressive is part of it, but even like, I want you to tell me everything. I want you to tell me not just when you're mad, but also like when you're super happy. Like, I want to know the whole spectrum of this stuff. So that's kind of what I'm
Yeah.
into.
That's super cute. That melted my heart a little.
Uh,
Yeah, I like that.
Okay,
good.
sorry, you have to say your deal breaker quick for the people
My
that
deal
didn't
breaker,
listen.
who didn't listen before, who are not my biggest fans. You need to dance at the bar. Do you dance at the bar?
I
This is
dance,
important.
and I was thinking I do karaoke as
Oh,
well. I'll
gosh.
dance or sing. You get me out there, I'm
Ooh.
about
All right.
it.
All right.
Okay, well, we are actually wrapping up for time already.
My
so
goodness,
I
these
know,
fly by.
I
Team
know,
flow.
I know.
Flow.
So, but we're not done yet. One more question.
Okay.
What did you find the most attractive thing about each other from this conversation?
I go first.
Sure.
This was super quick. Was this 10 minutes for real?
It was longer, actually.
Oh man. I like that. I guess the fact that I felt like that was like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
To be honest. What really brought me on here was like, because obviously I came on here knowing
Yeah.
who you were. Your smile is just beautiful.
Aw.
It's very contagious. So
Thank you.
I like seeing that in person because I've only seen it on the podcast. So
Thank
This
you.
is melting girls' hearts.
He's
all
wrapping it
across.
up in a bow and tying it. Okay.
Literally.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That's like my favorite compliment. So thank you. I thought the comment that you made about communication was very cool. I also feel really deeply about communication, and I think that that's like super important. So it's cool to see you get like so passionate about it right away, and your eyes are very captivating.
Oh, wow. Woo. Can we get a zoom
Thank
in
you.
on that? Yeah. Okay, well, we
Appreciate
have
that.
a
Appreciate
crowd
that.
of people cheering in the back. So,
we love that.
okay, we're going to have to say goodbye to you now, Logan.
That's
but
all right.
we
Thanks.
will say
Thank you for having me.
Yes, we'll bring you back up at the
Appreciate
end.
Thank you. Hello.
Nathan, meet Madelyn.
Nice to meet you.
to meet you, Madeline.
Ooh, more pretty eyes. Thanks for all the pretty
Ooh,
eyes.
that's shout out to Declan, honestly.
Yeah,
But
okay, Declan. Thank
Oh,
you.
you're kind of an expert now. It's kind of
Yes.
just go with the flow. Well, Walking up here kind of feels like a first look,
Ooh.
you know, and I'm like, I don't know if that's foreshadowing.
Oh,
I'm
getting a little
not
ahead
gonna
of
go there.
yourself there, buddy.
right. But I do have a question. So last week, you and Spencer killed it, did great, phenomenal.
Thank you.
But adventurous, teacher, passionate, all those. You're checking all the boxes. What's the catch?
Ooh.
What's your biggest flaw, Madeline?
I love this.
How dare you assume that I have a flaw?
Oh, okay. Whoops. Here
oh
I am like,
goodness.
I love it.
No, I'm kidding. It's great. Oh, that is so good. Oh my gosh. What is my biggest flaw? Kara, what is my biggest flaw? I would say that I'm very unique in the way that like my personality is very energetic, and like some people would maybe say it's a lot. So I think that calm, reserved people are maybe like annoyed by me.
Yeah.
And I just like I always want to be doing something, going somewhere, and maybe a bit too optimistic. I'm always like I'm like the annoying person on the hike that's like oh my goodness, this is a bad example. Like overly optimistic is what I would say. Maybe annoying at times.
Okay.
What's your catch? I guess I should figure out what boxes you check first. But
Ooh.
All of them.
oh.
Well, wait. Hold on. Before you answer that, you should know he's a teacher.
You are a teacher.
Yeah.
Okay, what grade or
10th
subject?
grade, health.
Oh, good lord.
See, I think this is
That
funny.
sounds. See, my last name is Seaman, so I can't fathom.
Oh my gosh. Wait, that would not do well in a 10th grade health
My
class.
mom was a health educator, so she made it work somehow. But
Well, so
yeah,
Zoom.
watch the Twitch comments now. They'll get crazy now. You wanted dirt? I got you.
It feels like I'm back at school. It's
Yeah.
just perfect.
Get a
I
little
couldn't
red in
ask
the
for anything else.
cheeks.
Zoom has brought a whole new twist to teaching sex ed.
Are you virtual?
Well,
You're
we were.
teaching sex ed
We
virtually.
were.
Oh, give it to us.
So here's the thing. You got to balance now when you have these kids at home.
Mhm.
You got mom and dad working
In the
wherever,
background.
and Mr. Graham's talking about penises and vaginas and look, what's going on.
This is my
Oh.
nightmare.
Then you got half the parents who want you to,
Yep,
go with
all in.
hey, here's all the protection stuff. Then you got all the parents like, oh my gosh, you want my kids to have sex? And then the other ones are like, oh, you're trying to shove religion because you guys mention abstinence. And so you're like,
Wow.
it's like, I just don't want Tommy to get herpes. That's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
my
God.
thing. Like,
Wow.
yeah, that's what I'm going for.
The fate of their genitals are in your hands.
I am obsessed with this. I've never thought about
Wow.
10th grade health
That's
from a teacher's perspective ever. Like,
Yeah.
I've only thought about being the awkward kid in the class,
Right.
Yeah.
No, it's a journey. It's day by day.
Oh my
you
gosh,
know?
but what if you were like, my girlfriend's last name is Seaman?
No,
Like, that
don't-
would be
no.
so funny.
can't.
You couldn't
no.
do it.
It's-
No, first name only basis.
No.
Oh man.
Yeah, I used to think, I would be like one of those confident women that keeps her last name, but I will never.
No, yeah.
Jeez.
It's a good call. I don't blame you for
Okay,
that.
wait. So how did you get into that? Like, did you want to be the gym side of it, or did you want to be the health?
I think every health teacher wants to be a gym teacher. I
Got
think
it.
you do your time.
Okay.
You kind of, maybe
get
there's a
there.
couple who are really passionate.
Mhm.
More power to them. But that's my theory
Okay.
on that. So,
So you get to wear sweatpants to work every single day, though.
yeah, I'm not complaining about that.
When
No,
you're in
that sounds
school.
good.
Yes.
Okay.
Not a bad thing.
Wow.
That sounds great.
I do have another question. We got to get deep. We
All
got
right.
what, 10 minutes, whatever
Yeah,
it
I
is.
like it.
What's your biggest fear in a relationship?
Oh, I like this question.
My biggest fear. You have to answer too. My biggest fear, I think, is that I would settle for someone that I wasn't like supposed to be with just because like the people around me are like finding their person. That's like what I fear the most. Like I think you have to really just like find what you need at your own time. Does that answer the
Yes.
question?
No.
What's your
That's
biggest
good.
fear?
I think mine is being like it's probably similar like being trapped, like I don't know, feeling like you're not really in, or you settled. That's pretty much it.
Okay.
Like you settled.
Have you guys ever settled before?
No. All my past exes have been so great. Shout out you guys. Just not my person.
Oh,
I think they've been great, but
I like that.
that I like would say that you're only settling if you're like continuing to be with them when you know that you're not supposed to, you know, but I'm not with them. So
Yeah.
I would say I haven't settled.
Yeah, I think if I settled because I was lonely, probably.
Aw.
You know, well, lonely, like not. Yeah, lonely.
Okay.
Sure. Like you want someone to date. You're like,
Yeah.
yeah, you know what? We'll try it. Why not?
That's true.
Yeah,
Okay, so
that's
when I'm not gonna ask that question.
I want to know the
Oh.
other boxes that you check.
Oh,
So you're
yeah,
a
sorry.
teacher.
Yeah, I'm a teacher.
That's all I know.
Oh, but I don't. That's like.
That's
all
it.
right, like
That's our identity, right?
I
We
mean,
do
I
nothing
coach
else.
sports,
Okay.
coach
what sport?
football, coach baseball,
Okay.
strength and conditioning a little
I
bit.
really am intrigued by this sex education from a teacher's perspective. I really am.
I mean, like, do
Sorry.
you have a question, Taylor?
Yeah,
I'd love to
I
answer.
really do because I go back and sorry, this is gonna get a little graphic here. They taught us like how to put a condom on in like 10th grade. Do you do that?
Did they? My mom taught me that at church camp.
Shut up.
I'm not kidding. Not kidding.
At
It's kind of a
church camp?
paradox.
It was like a funny
that the right word? I
thing.
think-
Yeah.
yeah.
It was,
Wait, okay, but do you actually still do that?
No. There's a lot of YouTube videos. If I have to
Just
do that,
send a
there's
link.
some good. Boom. Hey, we're gonna play this. There you go.
and then they what? Do
Then
they
it- then
like
it's-
talk about it? Do you have like a good relationship with them where they like
Yeah.
joke around with
Yes.
you about
yes,
it?
but the problem with getting too good of a relationship
Is
is
it's
then
too-
when we talk about drugs, when we talk about sex. Mr. Graham, are you a virgin? Mr. Graham,
Oh.
did you ever do drugs?
Oh.
My response for that is, how could I teach you about them if I've never done them? And the best part is, then they don't know. They're like, is he serious? I don't know what he's doing. Like,
Oh, that's a good
so it works out.
okay.
But yeah,
That
I-
is so interesting.
Yeah, that is.
I teach first grade, and today they're like starting crushes. All of a sudden today, that's as close as I could get. One started a rumor that a girl kissed him on the lips, which is completely impossible because they wear masks all day.
yeah.
But
I was gonna say
Yeah,
COVID. Like you
it's-
can't.
now we gotta talk about lying. But you know, that's the
Oh.
closest I get. So I don't envy you. 'cause
no.
that's hard.
I
I
did elementary summer school once for Fayed. Just
No.
not my cup of tea. But
That's fair.
God bless you. It's
Yeah,
good
no.
for you.
Back at ya.
I.
High school sounds way worse. But
Yeah. Okay. When was your last relationship?
It kind of depends, I guess, how you define relationship. I don't know.
Officially boyfriend and
define it.
girlfriend.
Officially, it's probably been like 2 years, maybe longer.
Okay. Are
how
you?
old
Yeah.
are you? I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Can we say
27.
that?
27.
Okay.
How old are you?
24. I didn't think about that.
3 years apart.
Yes.
And
that's
when was
good.
yours?
Recently.
Recent. It was like we ended in like February.
Okay.
After
Great guy.
After
Not enough
Valentine's
chemistry.
Day, though.
Yeah, after.
Oh,
After.
well then you
Yeah.
got something to do on Valentine's
Yeah,
Day. That's
no,
important.
It was great. It was all
Yes.
great.
Although then you gotta buy stuff, and from what I've
Yeah,
learned in my
okay.
time, you
I'm
gotta
a-
cut it off before the dates.
That's fair. I'm a
Christmas,
big note
mm.
person. All I need is a sweet little note. That's all I need.
A note
Yeah, like a handwritten note.
saying what?
All the things you like about me.
Okay, so do you like being told like?
Yes,
okay.
I love affirmation.
Okay.
I'm
I
big
see.
affirmation.
Big
Ah,
words of affirmation.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that,
that's
that
fair.
could be the only love language, and I'd be good to go.
Beast that.
Okay,
what about
cool.
you? Can we ask him this?
Declan, she's asking that question. So yes, you can.
You know, I don't know. Like I could guess, I think, but I don't even think I know them all. Like I don't know if I'm really a big. I don't know.
Sorry,
one of
pause
them.
for a moment. This is all organic conversation, Declan. Okay, go ahead.
Declan, I swear, we're okay. Don't worry about us.
Okay, do you want me to repeat them? I
Yeah.
can. Okay, so it's words of
Oh.
affirmation, acts of service,
Okay.
gifts, quality time, physical touch.
Okay, not gifts. Not
yeah.
not gifts.
No, not superficial. on
Affirmation's always
camera.
good. Physical touch is always good.
Are you a hand holder?
Okay, we had this
Are
question.
you not? Are
I
you?
don't. I think I am. I'm just touchy in general.
Okay, we have
Okay.
like a relationship timeline activity we do in class. Like what comes before what?
Shut
Okay.
up.
In
Really?
class.
Yes. Like do you like text before you like date? Do you go on a group date? Like and you put them in the order, and
Is
then every
this-
kid puts it in their order. But hand holding, like some kids, it's like the first thing, and then some kids put it way in.
Is this like
and I'm
a-
like, is hand holding like an intimate thing? And now I'm like, I don't know. It really
Ooh.
throws me for a loop.
Wait a
Yeah.
second. Is this a part of like curriculum the school tells you to do?
No,
I am
Oh.
so intrigued with this curriculum.
I take
right
a
now.
little,
Yeah.
time to,
Yeah.
relationships, healthy
Okay.
relationships.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
What a Snapchat before a text, like in
Oh,
today's
dear
world.
Lord. If you ask me for my Snapchat, I say no and I don't talk to you ever again.
Oh, I love Snapchat.
It is a no for me.
Yeah.
What do
For me, dog.
Then you just like send a selfie every day, like.
Well, like all the kids I coach, all of them, I'm like, hey, do you have his number? Why is he not at here? We have a game soon. And they're like, oh, I got to snap all, whatever, face snap time. And I don't know how it works, but
Face
What's
snap
the
time
difference?
'em.
Yeah, what's the difference?
whatever the calling option is on
Yeah.
Snapchat, I'm like, you don't have his number? And
Yeah.
they don't do that. I don't know. It's
Okay.
a weird time to be alive.
I was loving this conversation, but my timer has already gone off. I know.
Your timer gets shorter
I
every damn
I know.
time.
So, okay, but before we say goodbye to you, Nathan, almost called you Nate.
That's my bad. I'll take that one.
That's okay. What did you find the most attractive about one another?
I would say, obviously, beautiful. Also, I would just say all of the things that I thought when I took some peeks at last week. You just reinforce passionate, adventurous teacher. All great things.
We love
Thank
that.
you. Oh goodness. Well, let's see. Thank you. I appreciate that. I
Yes, of
think
course.
that you have we have a good chemistry or like energy. Like I feel like the conversation is very easy. I feel like I didn't necessarily learn like the boxes that you check. So
That's might be my fault.
no. It intrigues me for another time.
Ooh.
But yeah, I feel like your energy is just very like easygoing and fun and like silly and sweet, from what I can tell.
Love it.
Awesome. Okay, well,
Thank
we're gonna,
you.
Yes, we're gonna say goodbye to you now, but we'll bring you up in a little bit.
Sounds great.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
We're done. We finished all
Woo!
three.
That flew by.
It went so fast.
How
Okay.
did I just go on 3 dates in like 2 minutes?
Okay, so we're gonna go through each date, but before we even start that, I always like to ask, you are fully warmed up by the third date, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
first compared to the first date to the
Yeah.
last one, you're like
Mhm.
more comfortable.
And I thought I was comfortable the first one. I
Yes.
was like, yeah, I'm good. I got this. And by the third one, I was like, no, now
Yeah.
I'm good. I got this.
right, because it's a little like you're just more comfortable in this atmosphere and the lights and everything. So
Yes.
okay, but before, like I said before, we're gonna go into all dates. You obviously will have us pick here, but how was it on that side of it?
It was good. I loved this side of it. I love not having to be the one to perform and just like, all right, boys, show me what you got.
Tell me my smile is pretty.
Yes,
Tell me I'm adventurous. Like
All the compliments. Give them to me.
well, and they all did fantastic.
Yeah,
I
they
must
were all
say,
super
like
sweet. Thank
each
you.
week, I feel like everybody gets better and better and better just
Yeah.
because they know what to expect. So, okay, so let's start with Will.
Photographer,
Will.
very artistic,
He-
a little mysterious.
I was gonna say like
Yeah.
a little mysterious. I don't know how old he is,
no,
but
idea.
like very handsome.
Very cute,
Had-
good style.
I was gonna say that orange
Yeah.
jacket. Didn't he
Good
talk about
style.
like what you were gonna wear, and then
Did he?
he was,
Probably.
or what he was gonna?
Oh, my smile.
Yeah,
no, it's not him.
I
Oh,
can't
gosh.
remember, but he brought up something, and I was like, I thought you were gonna talk about your jacket. Like,
yeah. Oh, yeah. With wearing, and it was the
yes,
smile.
okay,
Yeah.
that was his
Yep.
pickup line.
Yes,
Yes.
very good.
And he
the pickup
was-
lines were good tonight. I
Yes.
was like, oh, okay.
Any like what other things stuck out?
I liked the vibe of, well, I like what he does on his free time. I feel like
Mhm.
it would like align well with me. Like he shoots film, and that's
Yeah.
been something I've been wanting to get
He's
into.
like mature,
Yeah, definitely like
very mature.
yeah, I do. I'm like, do you dance at the bar? You know, like, do you get wild? Do you take tequila shots? Like that type of thing. You know, I gotta plant this in my life a little bit.
Yeah.
But as far as like my artistic side, he definitely has it.
Oh
So
yeah.
that was
He
intriguing for
checked-
sure.
Yes, and like that book that he wanted to write, I was like,
Yeah,
that was very interesting.
I know.
Very
Yeah,
very interesting.
lots of. I was very curious about that.
Yeah, like I kind of
Lots
just
of
wanted to
questions.
sit and listen to him. Yeah,
just
some
sit
of it.
and tell us about
Yes.
it. Yes.
Okay. Then we had Logan.
Logan.
Logan
yes.
is the
Beautiful
crowd
eyes,
favorite.
Logan.
Yes, he was the crowd favorite for sure. He
Yes.
brought in a crew.
Yes, he's got some beautiful brown eyes.
Okay.
And very like adventurous. I didn't figure out. I thought he was like, laughing.
I did too.
I didn't figure out how he was adventurous. Oh, he snowboards and went on road trips.
he
and
just
went to
turned
Seattle.
up that charm for you.
Yeah.
He was feeding you those
Yeah.
compliments
He knew.
left and right.
He
But
knew. He did his research. He knew
Oh.
what was gonna amp me up.
yeah, I thought he did great. I felt bad, like, stopping that conversation because it was just very,
Yeah.
it was like flowing very nicely. So
Yes, the time goes by. It's kinda
it did.
sad.
I know. There was a lot of things I wanted you to like
I
have
know.
answered to,
Can I
but
take you all on a date?
Yeah.
Another day?
you must have been captivated by those eyes though, because you keep
Yeah.
bringing them up.
I know.
I
Well,
didn't get to see
it's
them.
not
'cause
often. I mean, brown are like boring, but they were very
What?
beautiful.
You had brown eyes.
Well, I love. I mean, brown. You know, I appreciate it,
Okay.
but it's just like typically they're not ones that stick out. But his did.
okay. And
Have dark
then
features.
yes, and then we had but before also like Southern twang from Minnesota.
Okay, thank you. You heard
I'm
that.
kind of glad you brought that up too,
Okay,
because
I know he has an accent. Where it's from, I don't know. We'll soon figure out.
it
but-
might have been, what did you say, 2 beers? Like the 2 beers were bringing out that accent. I was like,
Yeah.
what is going on, Logan? Like, I'm glad you asked because it was very obvious.
Yeah, it was like
So-
for sure waiting for like Tennessee.
Yes.
No, just Minnesota.
Well,
Not even southern Minnesota.
No, and then you talked about like how you like moved out to Seattle, so I was like, maybe, I don't know, but
Yeah.
okay. And then we had Nathan.
Yes, Nathan. I feel like I didn't learn as much about Nathan, which leaves me a little curious, but he had like a nice energy to him.
Yeah, he was like fun. Like I was thinking about him being a health teacher, and
Yes.
like my 10th grade self would want to be in his class.
Okay, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like he was who my friends initially nominated me for. Does this make sense? Was he ever supposed to be king?
Yes,
Yes?
he was.
Okay.
So fun
'cause
fact.
he looks familiar.
Yeah, inside scoop of the Date Night podcast. He
Ooh.
was supposed to be a king, but he got COVID. So we were like, we have to have him on somehow, and look at that. It
Okay.
worked out perfectly.
Look at that.
Yes.
Well, that's funny because my friends then independently thought we'd be a good fit.
Okay,
I
why
guess.
would your friends like?
Well, I think the teacher thing.
Okay,
From what I remember when they nominated me, there was like a faith piece there,
okay.
which I don't know if I've made very known on the podcast, but that's important
It's
to me.
okay. It's very hard
Yeah.
because you're like it's boom, 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 boom.
Yeah,
boom.
I know. You
So-
cannot even talk. I don't even know how old some people are.
No, and that
Yeah.
Will, we have to figure out Will's age.
Will,
I'm gonna
how
ask
old
him.
are you?
I'm gonna ask him at the end.
Yell it out.
So okay, so is there a clear winner in your head, or is it?
I'm definitely like have been between two. So it's I think I know who, but it's like I'm still back and forth a little bit. But mostly one. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, are we like?
I'm indecisive. Have I mentioned that?
I am too. So I feel like a lot of girls are. Like, also, it's a hard decision to make when you
I
have
know.
3 people that are
They're
willing
all so awesome.
to show interest in you in front of a like
I know.
platform of people.
Yeah,
Like,
that's true.
so okay. Well, are you like 50-50, 70?
No, I know enough.
Okay.
I can say it.
Okay, so we're gonna bring him back up here.
Okay.
This part is probably the most nerve-wracking piece from your
Really?
end.
Oh
Yes.
no.
Just because everybody's gonna be lining up.
Okay.
And I am, oh gosh. Yeah, I'm very excited for this. So, okay, we're going to take a deep breath. We're going to have them all line up here. And then you'll say a little something about, like, thank you for all coming on. And then you'll ask one on a second date.
All right.
You ready?
Yeah. Wait, so can we just clarify?
Yes.
Will was first. Logan was second. Nathan was third.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That would be terrible to get their name wrong.
That would be so bad. I would, like, hold up a sign saying their names and, like, finger pointing at each of them. So.
Okay.
Okay. But
All
we will
right.
bring them back up here.
Bring them up.
All right. We'll be right back.
I had such a great time with all of you. Love your depth and your creativity, your adventure and your eyes, your chemistry and your energy. Love it all. You guys are like great guys. Unfortunately, I can only pick one of you. Breaks my heart. If I could just keep dating everyone, you know I would. But drum roll, please. Nathan, will you go on a second date with me?
Yes.
Yay! Thank you.
Logan, what do you and a long-legged spider have in common?
I don't know.
Oh boy.
I'd call you both daddy.
Oh my gosh.